Hello, my fellow Joya Tribe yogis. Welcome to today's 30-minute Vinyasa flow with me, Brittany. Today we're going to be working on one of my favorite asanas of the Vinyasa practice, which is wheel pose. Wheel takes a lot of openness throughout the chest, shoulders, wrists. It can help improve spinal mobility as well as reduce upper and lower back pain. So let's go ahead and get started. Grabbing two blocks, we're going to start in our supported fish pose to really just begin to get into a center and begin to gently open up the chest and shoulders. So taking one block at its highest setting and taking the second block right onto the scapula of those shoulder blades. Go ahead and get that set up. Back and scooch your hip bones down. Then bring your forearms down your side. Gently allow those shoulder blades to connect towards that block. Let the back of your head come down and rest behind. Open those arms out wide into that goalpost Y shape. Close your eyes and begin to settle into your practice here. Take a moment to observe how you're feeling. Beautiful. Then begin to expel all the air out of the lungs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in through the nose on a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause, hold the breath, and release for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take again that full breath in. Hold. Exhale, soft sigh out the mouth. Last time, inhale through the nose. Feeling the chest and shoulders press into the block beneath you. And exhale, soft sigh out the mouth, release. Your next breath, allow the eyes to gently flutter open. As you inhale, and to expand the arms out wide, and draw the left arm over the right and give yourself a hug. Begin to gently rock the upper body side to side on the block. We'll be working a lot with the heart chakra, so say something kind to yourself. I love yoga and my practice. Take that breath in. Release. We'll begin to switch. Open the arms out wide on the inhale. And as you exhale, bring your right arm on top, left arm underneath, and give yourself a hug in. Again, if you liked that soothing kind of rocking motion on top of the block, let's find a different affirmation to say. I have everything I need. Find that breath in. Draw that affirmation in. And release. Allow the arms to come back open. Down by the side. Begin to lift up and off the blocks. Move those blocks off to the side. And from here, we're actually just going to come back on down onto the mat, bending the knees to 90, walking your heels in a little closer towards those glutes, keeping your feet about hip width apart. Again, bring those arms and down by the side, palms face down. As you inhale, begin to lift through the hips, rooting down through the heel. Squeeze the glutes at the top, and we're gonna hold for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. Then as you inhale, tuck, curl, and lift. Really planting to the feet, squeezing the glutes at the top, and really engaging the quads. Hold. Find your breath. And release. Gently lowering back down. We're gonna do 3 more. Inhale, lift. Firming the core. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Hold for a beat. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Gently begin to lower back down. Lift your legs up towards the ceiling. Roll the ankles out, roll the wrists. Switch directions. Point and flex the toes and the wrists. And cross your ankles. Begin to roll on up and over, finding yourself into a tabletop pose. As you inhale, we begin to work into those cat-cows. As you inhale, expand across the shoulder blades, lift up. As you exhale, curl the tailbone and rounding through the upper back. Really take your time to draw your awareness to the way your spine moves here as you come into cow. Notice the expansion across the chest and that heart opening. As you exhale, really tuck the chin in. Maybe hold, really draw everything up in towards center. Continue to find your own flow, moving with your breath, connecting to your practice here. Cat-cows are so great for keeping our spine active and fluid and mobile. They just feel so good, don't they? All right, last set, wherever you are, begin to make your way back to that neutral spine, flat back. Tuck your toes, swing those hips up and back, and arrive in your downward facing dog. Hands and palms are spread wide. We are actively pressing the mat away and lifting the hips, sits bones high. Let the head hang freely in between the biceps and begin to shake your head yes and no. Totally did that opposite, but you know, we roll with the punches. From downward dog, as you inhale, begin to get high on those tippy toes and then roll forward, finding yourself into a high plank. Hold. And as we're here, we're pressing up, we're lifting up through the quads. Our core is nice and tight, it's active. We're beginning to build some heat into the body. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale your way back into downward facing dog. Take one breath here. Inhale, get high on those tippy toes, roll forward into high plank. hold. And on your exhale, find yourself back to downward facing dog. Inhale to high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, we come to our high plank. From here, we either come onto our knees or begin to bring those arms in as we lower down all the way into cobra. Really pulling, drawing the shoulder blades together. We lift, squeeze and firm the glutes, pressing the tops of your feet in towards the earth. Exhale, lower. Inhale, we tuck our toes, we make our way into that active press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, all the way into cobra, high or low. Exhale, lower. Inhale, take that press up, up. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale to plank. Exhale, we lower. Maybe this time you only lower halfway. Untuck the toes, straighten out the arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Arrive, take 2 breaths. Begin to get high on those tippy toes. Hop or walk yourself forward in between the palm of your hands. Exhale, forward fold. As you're here, let the head come down and be heavy. Begin to put a bend into your right knee. Keeping your left hand firmly pointed on the floor. Extend your right arm all the way up to the sky. Keeping your gaze up towards that middle finger. Exhale, release that right arm. Bend the left knee, inhale, left arm rises. Exhale, lower. Inhale, begin to engage that core, lift up, lengthen the spine halfway. Again, really bringing that awareness to your chest, drawing the shoulder blades away from the ears. Exhale, lower. Bringing down to those feet as you inhale, rise up, bringing the arms up overhead. Let the palms come together. Pointer fingers shoot up, and we open up into a tiny back bend. Exhale through heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, we extend the arms up. Exhale, we lower down. Inhale, we halfway lift. On the exhale, we step our left foot back, drop that left knee. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms out wide. And again, keeping your heart center activated, let the heart come forward. Maybe we look up. Breathe into that heart space. Exhale, we frame that right foot, we step it back, we find our flow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left foot steps to the top of the mat. We drop that right leg, knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, cactus the arms out wide. Keeping the core nice and tight. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we frame that left foot, and then we bring the right foot to meet the left forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. Palms touch, back bend. Exhale through heart center. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. This time, we step our right foot back. Drop that right knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, rise up high or low lunge. Exhale, cactus. Take a breath here. Inhale, release up. Exhale, frame that left foot as you begin to extend that left leg straight. Half split. If you need, walk your hands a bit closer so you can stay up. Be where you are. One more cycle of breath here. We begin to put a bend back into that left knee, frame that front foot, lift, step it back into high plank, find your flow. Downward dog. Once you arrive in downward dog, on your inhale, extend your right foot up towards the sky. Exhale, right knee to the top of the mat. Drop down on that left knee. Untuck the toe, inhale, rise up, low lunge. Exhale, spread those arms out wide, opening through the chest and the shoulders. Inhale, extend your arms. Exhale, frame and lengthen through the right leg, half split. Find that connection to your breath. Maybe move a little through the upper body. Sometimes yoga doesn't always have to be so rigid. This is Vinyasa flow, we move. All right. Take a final breath here. Put a bend back into that front foot, lift up, step forward, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower. Down through the feet, rise up. Exhale through heart center. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we plant those hands. We hop back into our chaturanga. Inhale, lift up, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Arrive in downward facing dog, take one breath. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step that right foot through, but this time stay active and lift it through the left leg. Inhale, easy twist, right arm extends up towards the sky. And as you are here in this twist, begin to walk that right foot out just so slightly. Bring your right arm down in beside the inner right arch. We're in a lizard lunge. Maybe take a few rocks back and forth to really open up through the hip flexors, through the quadriceps. For those of us who want to stay here, we can. Or for some of us, we might want to come on down to those forearms. As long as you're breathing and able to keep that composure in the face, be where you are. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms back up if you went into a low flying lunge. Inhale, extend that right arm high to the sky. And as you do, begin to walk that right foot in just slightly. Rise up, high lunge, crescent pose. And just as we did before, on your exhale, cactus the arms out wide. Beautiful. Inhale, begin to lift. And then as you do, bring your arms back behind your back, right thumb on top. Draw the shoulder blades apart, open up. From here, begin to hinge that heart forward. We are in a high runner's lunge with our hands bound behind the back. And we hold here, building that heat for just a moment for 3, 2, 1. Release. Step it back. Find that flow. We meet in downward facing dog. Once you've arrived in down dog, inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, left leg to the top of the mat. Right arm stays firmly planted. Extend that Left arm up to the sky. Trying to keep that left hip up and lifted. Begin to rock your left foot out ever so slightly. And then begin to close it off. Bring your left hand onto the inside of that left foot. Lizard lunge. Whatever variation of lizard you did on the other side, make your way there comfortably. We're here for 3, 2, 1. If you're in low flying dragon, come back up. From here, we begin to again come into that easy twist. Walk our left foot in slightly, and on our inhale, once we feel our balance is secure, we rise up into that high lunge, crescent pose. Exhale, cactus those arms out wide. Take a breath into your heart chakra. And exhale, release. Inhale, we bring the arms up. And then we find the clasp behind. Left thumb on top as we reach toward our heels. Take a breath. As we exhale, we hinge forward. Trying to stay active in that back leg. Maybe you have to step it forward just slightly. Trying to keep our hips level. For 3, 2, 1. Release the arms back down. Step it back into your high plank. And then this time lower all the way down onto your mat and inhale to cobra. And then exhale, come all the way back down. Put your right arm on the mat. Let your hands come down by the side. Bend your heels and take the reverse windshield wipers from side to side. Lower the tops of the feet. Begin to put your feet together like you're in a zipper. Bring the chin to center. Hands come clasped behind the back. We reach toward those heels. And we inhale, we begin to just lift the head and chest off of the mat. Release the arms and let your left ear come down towards the mat. Take a breath. Bring your chin to center. We're gonna do it again on the opposite side. This time we're gonna incorporate our legs. So bring those thighs to touch, pressing your tops of your feet in towards the earth. Draw those arms back towards your heels, and on the inhale, begin to lift the head, the chest, the legs, squeezing the glutes. We hold in locust. Really trying to reach like we're being pulled by a string from head to toe. Breathe, find that space. Can we lift up just a little higher? For 3, 2, 1, let it go. Take one breath. Begin to draw those fingertips under your shoulders. Inhale, we take that active push up to high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. From our down dog, we are going to begin to get high in those toes. And we are just simply going to jump towards our hands and then make our way back onto our sits bones. Walking those babies back. And just as we did, we're gonna make and come into our supported bridge as we did in the beginning of class. So coming on down towards your back, walking those heels in closer towards the glutes. Spine flat, arms down by the side. So the first step of preparing for wheel pose is to come into this supported bridge. So wherever you are today, just know it's about the journey. The peak pose will come. So just as we did in the beginning of class, we're going to take that deep breath in, press into our heels as we lift the hips up towards the sky. If this is comfortable for you, you stay here. If not, maybe you walk your feet in just a little bit closer, lifting up, giving yourself more space in the back body, and then beginning to walk your shoulder blades in closer together. Taking that bind that we did in our high lunge, and you press the tops of your forearms in, and that gives you a little bit more room to lift. Keeping your head firmly placed, chest towards your chin. Begin to get that openness through the upper and lower back. If you're looking to lift a little higher, squeeze the glutes, lift through the quads, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Release the arms, gently untuck the shoulders, maybe we lower back down. And I always find a gentle hug in and rocking side to side. Feels great. It's a great counter pose. Letting the feet come back down. For those of us working into wheel, setting up just as we did in our just as we did in our bridge pose, keeping the heels close towards the midline. We're gonna bring our hands next to our ears. Our fingers point towards our shoulders. We're gonna draw our elbows in towards center. Once we're ready, again, we root down through the palms and the feet. If you're new to wheel and this is your first time going up, I will demonstrate. So begin to lift up. You come onto the top of your head first. You get situated. You make sure you feel balanced and secure here. From here, then we begin to press up on the inhale, lifting our entire back, up and on. Once you get up into your wheel pose, enjoy and luxury in a few breaths. Maybe you find it easier to walk those heels in slightly closer. Some people get on their tippy toes. Just hang out. It's a fun place to explore. The head will just rest between the biceps. And we hold for 3, 2, 1. Walking those feet back out a bit further, and then gently bending the elbows, coming down. Letting the entire tailbone tuck and rest. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself that hug in. Rocking side to side. And if you're at home and want to continue play around, have fun with it. It's a great pose. It's very energetic. Brings a lot of energy to the body. Gets your heart rate going. From chest, begin to draw the soles of your feet towards the ceiling, reaching for the outer edges of your feet, finding happy baby. Allowing the entire spine to rest comfortably against the earth, rocking side to side. Find a final breath here. Gently release the feet and let the legs come out long onto the front of your mat, arms down by your sides, palms face up, as we enter into our final pose of this class of asana. Everything go. Just feeling gratitude for your practice and your ability to keep showing up for yourself. moment to examine how you feel from beginning to now. Taking a moment to acknowledge your body and all the hard work it does to keep you moving every day. One more final cycle of breath. Fluttering the eyes open as you bring your arms up overhead into that full body stretch. Pressing yourself up into a seated position so you can end class together here today. Bringing your hands to heart center, taking your thumbs to your third eye to recognize the ability in who you are, and down to your heart for your ability to continuously show up for yourself. Thank you for taking the time to flow with me today. From my heart to yours. Namaste.